Welcome to Nacho Fitness Coach. I'm Sarah, the expert.
And I'm Caleigh, the beginner.
Join us as we discuss fitness culture
from our two very different perspectives.
So grab yourself a protein shake
or a glass of wine
and let's get started. So Caleigh.
Yes.
So I've been thinking a lot this week about ideas for the challenge that we need to do for season 2.
I was hoping you forgot.
No, I mean, because we thought, we did you got to pick the season 1 challenge, really.
I did, yeah.
I mean, with that obsession that you have with the Kardashian.
The treadmill.
The treadmill.
The treadmill.
Treadmills and Kardashians. I was like, what did I agree to? I'm not really sure.
We killed it.
We did kill it. I did till day 27, but it was all worth it.
Yeah.
And I finished it eventually.
You did good.
I did fine. But you've continued to do it some.
I've been doing a little bit. I took a hefty break.
Right. Because sometimes, when you do something consecutively for 30 days, sometimes you just need to take a little.
You get a little bit traumatized.
It was a lot.
Yeah. So I didn't do it for a long time. And then, I don't know, I kind of like I wake up and I'm like, if I don't do anything else today, get on the treadmill for 30 minutes. And so that's kind of turned into cranking up the incline for 30 minutes. It's a good workout.
Maybe I kind of missed that a little bit.
Yeah.
I know, but then I'm getting the text messages where you're like, what am I doing? Because from the very beginning, we were like, the sweat, the amount of sweat that comes rolling down.
Something else.
For just walking.
Yep.
It's quite unbelievable, actually.
And now, and you probably don't know this because I'm guessing you haven't.
I haven't done it.
Jumped back on.
I have not.
But when we did the challenge, it was wintertime.
Right.
We were doing it,
I
mean, obviously, inside at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've been doing it at home, and it's humid now. It's starting to get more humid.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's next level sweat. Mm-hmm. My tank top is
drenched.
It's disgusting. I'm like, I remember sweating. I don't remember sweating like this. I'm like, oh, it's the humidity.
Yeah, now I feel like I should try it just for that. But at the same time, I'm like, I need to do it on a wash day then because I don't want to have to wash my hair any sooner than I already have planned because that's just quite an ordeal in and of itself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. But
it's a good workout.
It is a good workout.
I like it. I mean, as far as for what my goals in the morning, like I said,
it's a good warm up for sure. To go strength training afterwards.
Yeah, great warm up. That's what I use it for, a warm up.
Okay, fine. Or the full workout, whatever floats your boat.
I have used it as a warm up.
Well, and I think you've been using it too to try to get ahead of me on the steps challenge because now we have a group on, what's the app again? Stride Kick.
Stride Kick. We've been doing a steps challenge.
And you invited me and I sync it with my watch, but I don't think my watch is showing a different number of steps than what's showing in the app. So you tried taunting me earlier because
it's fickle because you have to sometimes I had to do some fancy work with. I had to sync it to my Google Fit and then from my Google Fit over to my Samsung Health because there's no way to link it directly just to my Samsung Health. So I have to make sure all the steps line up in each app. So
tales of an Android user.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, my watch just, it was actually really simple on the Apple. So there's that. I mean, it does make it easy, but apparently it's not syncing because my watch, when you asked me, because you thought you were smoking me.
Was I not that day?
Well, that day you were, but earlier when you were talking about I'm kicking your butt for the week. And I was like, what do you have? And there was an 8,000 step difference. Mine hasn't synced today or something.
Because on that day was Wednesday. I ran a 5K in the morning.
Just for fun?
For funsies.
Because you've crossed over now.
Well, I mean, it's a thing.
Going from no 5Ks.
We need to be doing because we're going to run a 5K next month.
I need to start running outside.
So I was I at least need to start making this a thing that I'm doing semi-regularly.
People around town are going to think that they've seen a unicorn because I'm going to be out on the streets actually running. They're going to be like, what? What is that?
An article, front page article.
Breaking news.
So I ran a 5K that day.
Okay.
In the morning.
No big deal.
So I had 7,000 steps by 8 a.m. Then me and my kids went to the park, did some walking there, and then I took them to their little after school club thing, and it was only an hour, so I went and walked all over town.
Yep.
So I had 21. No, I got 18,000 steps that day.
So a year ago, would you have done any one of those things?
1 year ago?
Yeah. So it'd been like,
no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Here. No. Not a single. What would you have done differently back then? No 5K in the morning.
No 5K in the morning. Probably would have slept till
whenever.
8:30.
Yep.
Taking my kids to the park, I probably would have sat on my phone, played Candy Crush.
Which since we started recording the podcast, have you still not played Candy Crush?
No, I did pull it out a little bit last night.
Oh, well, that was a pretty good break.
Here
that
and
was
there.
a good run.
I mean, I've probably opened it like,
but not the daily habit's been broken.
Yeah. It's a fun game. It's a fun game.
Okay. And
that's what I would have done at the park.
Okay.
And then, no, probably not. Went and walked
for that hour.
No.
What would you have done? Just hung out, you think? Just sat in the car, waited for them to get done?
I don't know. Maybe ran home.
Not as in physically running, but like drove your car home.
Yeah.
To sit.
Yes.
Like,
drive home.
Drive home. Hang out for like 40 minutes and then come back.
Any of those things a year ago, for sure.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You just got to start slowly moving the meter.
Yep.
So
who's
I'm ahead based on my watch. Okay. Again, what did you say? See, the totals don't match up. Because if I pull up what my weekly review is so far, see, I wonder if it's maybe counting one extra day versus when the challenge started. Because if I pull up my weekly summary on my watch, now it says 57,692 steps for the week.
That would put you ahead of me.
Yeah.
But I should also check my actual health app.
Right.
Just to be sure.
Just
so that we're
just to make sure they're not like sinking off days or something like that. Like we'll all just have to
just to keep things fair. But we're pretty close. But the thing is like I have that 18,000 step day. That's not my normal.
Right. So if you subtract 18,000 steps, I mean, you would have had probably at
maybe
least
8,000.
Subtract 8,000.
Yeah.
You consistently get 10,000 steps a day.
I mean, it's about my average. Mm-hmm. If you average them, some days it's 8,000. Some days it's
3,000.
Okay. Well,
you're like, well, I was going to go higher, but you just took it the other way. You have those days too.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Knock me down a peg. That's all right.
It's better than it was a year ago.
Yeah.
So you're like moving, and just never underestimate that just non-exercise activity, because taking those just extra steps, parking farther away in the parking lot to get into the store, taking the extra loop around like wherever the aisles are, all those different things make a huge difference.
Well, and I don't know if we've talked about this on here, but when I got my first step counter, probably 2 years ago, it was shockingly
probably under 2,000.
Yeah,
because
and I never cared or knew or anything. And then when I got that step counter, I was like, I think they said it like baseline was like get 5,000
to start.
I'm not even
getting that at all. And it happens quickly. Like you don't realize how inactive you can get, or you don't, if you start scrolling on social media, all of a sudden 45 minutes goes away and you've been sitting there that whole time.
Well, and I mean, my high scores on Candy Crush will tell you everything you need to know.
There's definitely a correlation between my step count.
Killing it there. If only that mattered.
That's right. Dang it. What do I get for that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Turns out nothing.
No gold stars. The Candy Crush.
A few maybe, virtual rewards, but that's it.
That's it.
No, I have upped my physical activity.
Upped your game quite a bit. I went back in the day when I had my like corporate desk job, not the days that I would travel, because then you're walking in airports, you're doing all the things, but the days that I would just have a true office work day.
Yep.
It was really easy to be under 3,000 steps.
Absolutely.
Easy, so if that's your life and that's what you're doing, that definitely is real. Very real.
And then, working a desk job, then who has time after work to catch up on 8,000
and
or
that was
steps?
like, so one of the very first like health challenges then with our company is they started pushing the original Fitbits, and you got the pedometers, and they were putting on everyone on step challenges and encouraging, the 10,000 steps, right? They were starting to push that and promote it. So I got the counter, and then would realize how inactive I would be on office days. Mm-hmm. And we would get home from work and we'd have to go out for a 5K walk.
Yep.
3 to 4 miles easily to try to get to that 10,000 steps. And that takes 45 minutes, 45 to 60 minutes at a fairly brisk pace to walk that amount of time. And if you've got kids and you've got activities and other things, it's really challenging.
Yeah. I feel for people who, really have no other choice than to sit at a desk.
Right.
All day. That's my husband. He's a computer guy.
Yeah.
And
that's the only way he can work is sitting behind his computer. Yep. And I at one point had a treadmill and, the walking desk thing.
Yeah.
Was kind of a kick. So my dad did an amazing job, made me this cool desk thing that sat on top across the handlebars. And I was like, I'm totally going to do this because people say that they do it. And I could just never get the hang of it.
It was like thinking about that the other day.
You had to go slow enough that you weren't going to trip up. But then all of a sudden I was like, well, then how much is this really doing? Because I'm literally going so slow. Yep. And so I don't know if people are more coordinated and you can have it go faster.
No, because I was thinking about that the other day when I was walking and I'm like, I was imagining if I had a desktop situation on my treadmill and could I actually stand there working on my computer? I'm like, I don't know if I could.
Type messages.
I bob a lot though. I'm a
rock and roll. Yeah. Swayer.
I don't know. It's not out of enjoyment. I just
just move.
Sometimes I have to stop myself and be like, walk with your legs.
It's good to rotate your trunk though while you're walking. That's a good thing.
I switch.
Just swing those arms and twist that trunk a little bit. You get some benefits there.
Okay, well, good. Because that's
do that when you're walking. It's harder to do when you're running because you're running, you're going to be a lot more straight.
Yeah.
But if you're walking, I'll get really big arm swings and try to get that trunk rotation in there because then that, at least you're moving something more than just the steps. But
sometimes, I feel like it works my legs a little better when I stop and focus on move your legs. Focus on the legs. Because I noticed when we were doing the 12-3-30 challenge at the gym, I'm going side to side and moving. And you were pretty
I know.
You were pretty straight through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, swing those arms and Oh yeah. I don't know. I guess I should pay attention more to my gait.
Yeah.
How I run.
But as far as working on my computer on there, that'd
be way hard.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, even just the offices that start having the standing desks now, I think that totally helps. At least you're engaging your core and you're not completely relaxed and slouching. So you're standing upright a little bit more and getting some of that stabilization in your trunk. But
now they're coming out with all these campaigns about sitting is the new smoking.
Yes.
Or as how much it takes off your life and stuff. Which that's all good and well, and maybe there's some truth to that. I don't know, but I don't feel like a lot of people are in a position to do anything about that.
That's a hard, yeah, it's a lifestyle thing.
They're working.
I know.
Making
it's
money.
Hard.
Paying
right.
the bills.
Well, because so many jobs now are computer based. There's not as many physical labor, or maybe there is the same amount of physical labor jobs out there and people are just, I don't really know. But if I had a choice, I would prefer not to sit in a cubicle.
Yeah.
I thought that was my end all be all. I went to business school. Sorry.
Playing footsie with me.
I know I am playing footsie with you. I went to business school and thought that was I was marketing and advertising or business management. And I'm I cannot wait to work at a world headquarters and sit in my little cubicle and be on the marketing team. I thought it was going to be the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
Exactly what I wanted. I was 2 weeks in and I was poking my eyeballs out because I am not a cubicle person.
No, I'm not either.
How do I go from working 4 years studying, thinking I'm going to get this dream job, got this internship, thought it was going to be my start of my most amazing career. And I was what did I just do? Because I don't sit.
No.
I don't do that very well at all. So, then I made the transition to sales and the rest is history. I can go and talk and do all the things I want to do.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one for me. I've never had an office job. I worked in childcare.
Yeah.
Before I had kids. I've always been.
And now you're really in childcare.
I'm really in childcare.
Without getting paid.
Stay at home. But there's days that I'll sit down to, because I homeschool, I'll sit down and do homeschool planning and, but would be stuck in a chair for 3, 4, 5 hours.
Right.
This is rough.
Intense. Yeah. Imagine doing that for 8 and 9 hours plus
know how people do it
5 days a week and just, that's your thing. So okay. So here's what I found going back to the idea for season 2 challenge. So I am a huge fan of Tom Venuto. He has a book that he wrote that is Feed the Muscle, Burn the Fat.
Okay.
And if anyone's ever interested in learning a lot about nutrition, I highly recommend that book. It is, in my opinion, like a great read and great templates to understand about nutrition, how it can accomplish specifically like physique related goals.
Yeah.
So anyways, he's the author to that. And so I follow him on Instagram, and all of a sudden he came up with this challenge, and I was like, okay, I'm going to listen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all ears, Tom. Tell me what to do. We're looking for a challenge. So I kind of felt like it was serendipitous a little bit. It just popped up on my feed, but it's the Just Say No Fitness Challenge. Okay. Which actually then, as I was scrolling, took me to another account that I follow that he's really funny. He's like a fitness comedy, kind of like us. We're in like the same category, fitness category.
Be friends.
Where he'll start going on like, here's how you do battle ropes. And he'll start telling you about how you get all set up for battle ropes. And here's how you're going to start. And here's going to do battle ropes. And he'll be like, and then just drop them and walk the F away because they're ridiculous. Don't ever do that. So that's his whole MO is he does like all of these things. And he is also very funny. So I was like, okay, like, is that the Just Say No challenge? Like, walk away. And I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of interested. So here's his Just Say No challenge that I'm proposing as an option, as an idea for our challenge for season 2.
I mean, if it involves just dropping the ropes and walking away.
Right. just say no to exercise in general.
Right.
It's like, perfect. Sign me up.
Yep. I've been doing that my whole life.
It's nothing new. Okay, so there are actually 18 things that's a part of his Just Say No Fitness Challenge. Number 1, no fat burner supplements.
Okay.
That one's easy.
That's
check.
fine.
And we're both fine with that. Okay, no detox or cleansing programs.
Okay.
I think you're okay with that one.
Not a problem for me.
I haven't had to talk you out of any of those crazy juicing things or cleanses or.
Yeah, I didn't know you then, but
you did.
I figured it out on
my own. Right. You're like, okay, that's actually just bogus. Okay. Or like, oh yeah, there's all kinds of cleansing programs. Yeah. Just say no to detox and cleansing programs. I'm here for that.
Did you know that we have an organ in our body whose job is to
actually do that?
Turns out.
It's funny. It's like one of those squishy ones that we're all like inside.
You don't have to detox your body.
You actually have an organ that does that for you.
Mm-hmm. So we've got that covered. We're good.
Yeah, we're covered. We're good. We don't need to spend hundreds of dollars every month on stupid. I'm just going to say it out there.
That's fine. I'm fine with it. I'll allow it.
Just burn your money. Or you know what? Instead of buying detox and cleansing, go ahead. You know what? Maybe we should post our Venmo out there. We need to set up a Venmo. If you're going to save $300 by not buying your detox and your cleansing programs, then you keep like half of it and then you can send us half.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, because we're telling you not to. Yeah. So you're saving your money.
Right.
And you're good. Okay. Number 3, I'm a huge fan of. So no banning entire food groups.
Okay.
This one I think of, the people that will go through and completely hate on carbs, for example.
Okay. Yeah.
No carbohydrates.
No sugar.
Right. The no sugar kick.
Yeah.
The no fats kick.
Yeah. But
what's funny though is there's never really a no protein kick.
Well, yeah.
And there's never really a no vegetables kick.
I mean,
they just kind of cycle through in their heads. Well, that's just given with you.
But what about like you said specific food groups like dairy?
Entire food groups.
Dairy is a food group. Are
we
talking
banning
like
entire
pyramid?
Food groups?
Are we talking food pyramid?
Well, you know what? We should talk about the food pyramid in another one because my rant on the food pyramid would literally take an entire episode.
Blow my mind.
It's not a food pyramid anymore either, I don't think.
Oh.
They changed it. It's bogus. But okay.
Okay.
For another episode.
Okay.
No banning. Yeah, I would say dairy is problematic. I mean, listen, there are some times that you're just severely lactose intolerant.
Do I care that I am? No.
It's not going to kill you. So it's fine. Just eat it. Live, be happy. Just eat the damn cheese.
I'm willing to deal with the consequences of my own actions.
I think this is maybe specifically related to if you don't have lactose intolerance, like severe
just to like cutting out a food group for the sake of cutting it out.
Yeah, don't do that. No quick fix diets or the quick fix mentality. I'm here for that too.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's kind of both of our overall approach. As nice as it sounds.
Yeah, but
try this diet for 7 days and you'll drop 10 pounds.
You didn't gain it overnight.
Sounds good.
Oh, these 21-day challenges kill me because they're they're all over. And, you know, it's like, oh, I'm halfway through my 21-day challenge and look. And then all they did is like changed the camera angle from like, you realize you could actually have just done that in like 20 seconds. But you're like, look what I accomplished in the last like 10 and a half days is I changed my camera angle on my phone. And
I
the
could literally
lighting
take
from
one picture of my body, like just as it is, and then snap another picture in the same minute.
Hey.
And like suck in and straighten up and look
and flex
20 pounds lighter.
100% every single time. And if you ever see those like updates side by side, you're always like, okay, well, I mean,
why are you wearing the same outfit?
but you're not in the same lighting and you're not in the same angle. I'm like, those things matter. Okay. So people, just before you start believing some of that stuff, just be a little bit more aware of angles. They make a difference.
Yep.
Okay. No bandwagon hopping.
Okay. Just hopping onto bandwagons.
Yeah. You know, like the 12:30, 12:30. Those stupid challenges.
It's just all
Don't just stay off of TikTok.
But I kind of take issue with this one.
Why?
Because I think for a lot of people, myself included, I think those things can be fairly motivating in a sense of like with the 12-3-30, it was like, okay, here's a thing that we need to do every day. No excuses unless you get your eyelashes done or eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
Whatever.
Powder in my eyebrows.
But like do this thing for 30 days. And like for me, that's motivation, like stick with it. Like I can't, but I guess it's not.
It's a short-term commitment.
It is. And I guess that's the point, I guess, is that find a thing that you can do long-term, consistently.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we would not have kept that up.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
No. Now I do have one, like, I mean, I'd say he's a friend. He's like, I worked with his brother at the gym and like, you know, all mutual acquaintances. Like I know he is. And he has actually for the last several years, it's kind of blown me away. His New Year's resolution, like he picked something that he was going to do like every day that year.
For the whole year. And like, it's been actually really impressive to watch him because like the first year, I think it was, I'm going to run a mile every single day. And I was like, see, I do stuff like that.
That's intense for like all year.
Well, no, I don't do stuff like run a mile every day for a year, but like, that's the stuff I get stuff in my head that I'm like, all right, but that's been, I don't know, that's been a part of my like habit building.
Yeah. Well, then, I mean, but he did it. And I was like, dang, that's impressive. Because, I mean, there's days where I'm like, I'm not going to go for a mile run. Now, it's only going to take, 10 to 15 minutes. So it's not like it's that big of a deal. But it's a commitment. He did 1 year burpees, which I was like, nope, I'm out with that one. I don't remember what some of the other ones he's done. Oh, he did yoga every day for like a year.
And that's where I don't fully take issue with.
I don't with that one because it was really long period of time. If you can make that commitment, it's 365 days. Yeah. If you do like, oh, I'm going to do something for 21 to 30 days.
You're not impressed.
Not super. Okay. But yeah, so no bandwagon hopping.
Okay. Fair enough.
So if we don't choose this challenge and you propose something different, we got to choose something that's like longer term than that. Okay. No bandwagons. Okay.
Is this the challenge?
I don't know. We're just going through it.
But this isn't.
We're going to get to decide.
This is non-measurable.
This is a Just Say No Fitness challenge. So
how are we going to measure it?
I don't know. We'll see. Let's just get through the rest of the
Is there an app for this?
Maybe. Hey, Tom, can you please build us an app to make sure that we're following your fitness challenge?
I need an app. I won't do it unless there's an app.
Okay. So, no, this one kind of goes with it. No following the herd. Mm-hmm. That's annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always something. Okay.
Yeah.
No for, I like this one. Number 7. No forgetting fundamentals.
Okay.
Love that.
Okay.
Because you gotta have the basics, the foundation.
You have to have them though.
Well, that's true. Just don't forget about them, and then find a way to implement them.
Learn them.
Build system.
Learn them.
Yeah,
don't
there we
forget
go.
them.
Don't forget them.
Okay. We'll go over that later.
Learn them first.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
Ooh, I like this one too.
Okay.
No mindless eating. Yeah. Are you a mindless eater?
It ebbs and flows, but
really?
Overall, I'm a lot better than I used to be.
Really?
It's gotten better.
So what was your like go-to that it would just be like a bottomless pit for, or like not paying attention?
Just not paying attention. Just kind of whatever was around. boredom eating.
Mindless. Oh yeah. I mean, that's technically the definition of mindless eating.
Yep.
Just doing what you're bored.
Which you were with my daughter today.
Right. Yes. Food, snacks.
She is a boredom
eater.
And I'm like having this realization, like I've enabled that. I have catered to that. And now it's like, we have created a whole situation.
Oh, that's a situation. She can't go 5 minutes.
Turns out, I don't know. It's all coming to a head.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where she's at.
She can't go an hour without putting food in her mouth.
She's asking strangers.
After being explicitly told more than once before coming to your house today.
Do you have snacks?
Oh my God.
God bless her.
She's just a hungry girl.
And yet there's like nothing to her. So she's like just munching. It's just,
I know.
It's like a habit. It's got to be a habit because there's, because it's not like she's overeating. It's like just a few things and she's
like I said, I've kind of switched things around at home to like, we do the grazing tray where she has pretty much free access to like a tray of fruits and vegetables whenever.
And then she's missing her meals.
I mean, you got to start somewhere.
It's true.
But what I was doing before was she was having unhealthy snacks. And so I'm like, all right,
moving the right direction.
So we're going to
moving the meter.
We'll keep doing the snacks, keep doing the free access to food, but let's make them healthier options.
The choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is impressive. The spinach, raw spinach.
She loves vegetables. So it's really not a problem. She doesn't look at the tray and is like disgusted by her choices. She loves it.
Yeah. So just let her go. Yep. Okay. So, number 9, no doubting yourself.
Okay.
I think you can definitely get some negative self-talk that goes on, like talk yourself out of doing something.
Oh yeah.
Or that you're not capable.
Everybody's their own harshest critic.
100%.
Sure.
100%.
And nobody cares what you do or don't do as much as you do.
Nope.
Me and my husband were just talking about this a while back. I was talking about how like, if I don't get my gallon of water in a day, nobody gives a shit.
No, nobody cares. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I'll even.
So like, why do I go to bed at night feeling like human garbage if I didn't, these
right
standards you set for yourself,
right? Which is not bad necessarily.
Not,
but you don't want the guilt.
Standard. But yeah, when you zoom out and really look at like, okay, does it matter?
Yeah,
not really. I just won't tell Sarah. And then nobody
tells me anything.
Nobody judges me as hard as Sarah does.
Judgment-free zone. No, it's not. I'm totally looking at you.
I know you are constantly. The funny thing is you never ask. You're never like, Caleigh, how's it going? How's everything going? How's your steps going? How's your hydration going? How's your sleep going? You don't care.
No.
I volunteer this information to you.
Right.
And then you're like, I don't know. Get it together. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
That is true. I don't ask.
You don't care.
Well, I mean,
not that I want you to or need you to. That's not what I'm saying. It's that's my whole point, is that like nobody cares.
But do you know what's crazy though? Is that people do think that I care or that I'll pay attention. It's amazing how many times people will be like, oh, I don't eat like this all the time. And I'm like, I didn't ask you. I really don't care. You're not paying me.
Yeah.
Even if you were a client of mine that was paying me money.
You do you. You're still paying me.
I still am like, I understand that you're not me.
Yep.
Like, I go pretty hardcore and like will stay, like when I'm really cutting or focused or whatever, like it's really super specific.
Yeah.
But I also understand that's not okay for everybody. Yep. So I don't coach people as though I'm coaching myself. Right. I coach you the way you are and how we can like move the meter. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of the next ones really kind of go together. So no pessimism, which kind of went with the doubting yourself. Just don't be pessimistic. Like be happy and just don't do something that's stressing you out. Yep. All that fun stuff. No impatience, because it takes time. It does take time. Give yourself a little bit of grace.
And you're not going to get, that's what I've learned this last year, is you're not going to, I started running in July. I didn't see any changes, any results myself for a while. I didn't get to the point where people on the outside, people that I don't see on a regular basis, people that I see on a regular basis notice no change.
No change.
Because
it's happened slowly.
Yeah. But I did just recently see somebody that I don't see on a regular basis. She was like, have you lost some weight? And I was like,
thank you.
Well, yes, I have.
Finally, someone noticed.
I've been waiting for someone to
Well, yes, I have. But yeah, I mean,
Yep.
just be patient.
Because it takes a while.
And be kind and give yourself some grace. And tomorrow's a new day, and you know, you'll get there.
Yep.
No inconsistency.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one. It's just whatever you choose, find a way that you can be consistent, even if it's the smallest change.
Yep.
That you can find a way to be consistent with that one change over a period of time. And then when you're ready, add something new.
Yeah. And I've struggled with that for sure. And I'm not there at all. I've tried several different things, but there are some aspects healthy habit wise that have become consistent. So moving the meter.
Absolutely. Well, and that kind of goes with like not doing any of the quick fixes or the bandwagon hopping or whatever, because not forgetting the fundamentals, because
that's what you're going to keep changing what you're doing, and you're not going to build.
Or anything. You've got this like all or nothing mentality where you're like, I can't, I'm not, you could do something for 7 days and then you're like, okay, it broke me. Right. Okay. No complacency. So that's good. So if you get to the point where you have made some changes and you're staying really consistent at it, don't get complacent. Like look at like, okay, what's the next thing I can go do, or like add or change or whatever. No complaining.
Okay.
I whine about stuff probably a little bit just for fun.
We all do.
I mean, that's
fine.
That's life. It's fine. That's just our personalities. It's fine.
We're 40-year-old women.
Yeah, I can complain about whatever I want. I would have cared maybe in my 20s or early 30s, but now I'm like, I don't really care. I'll complain about whatever
I've heard you complain a time or two.
I want.
And that's fine.
And I don't really, I'm not saying it to change your mind or change your opinion on something. I'm confident in what I believe in.
I think it's just probably more like a negative headspace kind of thing.
Yes.
Which does make a big difference.
Be free of the negative headspace.
But sometimes you just gotta.
I like to complain
get it out,
sometimes, but I only say it to like my close circle. So congratulations, I guess, if you hear me complaining.
Well,
there you go. No blaming.
Yeah.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
I mean, because you could blame yourself. You could blame other people. Oh, the big one I hear people is they blame their kids. Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Don't blame your kids, people. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's not your, they can be eating what you're eating.
Yeah. That's true.
That's why I get a lot of people.
They're
like, I don't want to make 2 meals. Why should you be making 2 meals? They should be eating what you're eating.
See, my one thing as far as like meals with my kids is we do like, I don't know how you're going to feel about this.
Well, my judging cap is on, so bring it.
We do Kraft mac and cheese once a week, or at least. Well,
it is delicious.
It's generally once a week. It's not more than once a week.
Okay.
That fluorescent orange cheese, there's just something about it.
We have pizza night once a week.
So this stuff, I can feel it sticking to my insides and all the way. I can just it's disgusting. I love it so much. So sometimes when I am feeding my kids things that I know that they'll eat that I probably shouldn't be eating, which if I wouldn't eat it, I probably shouldn't be feeding it to them either.
Right.
But, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's fine.
Right.
It's fine.
The judgment. But so I will eat healthier before I feed them lunch. I will, protein shake or whatever.
I have to eat 2 meals. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I mean, it just is what it is. But I have 2 kids that won't touch pasta.
Oh, really?
Nope. We went to a graduation party recently and
I've never met a kid who didn't like pasta.
They're like, we have mac and cheese. Like they were all excited telling this, family with 4 kids walking in the mac and cheese. And my 2 oldest ones were like, yeah, I don't eat that. And they were like,
see, my kids, if somebody told my kids they were eating mac and cheese, they would think, the blue box.
The Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Right. So if it gets too gourmet, are they out?
Yeah. You put any other form
they're out
of mac and cheese.
Like, this isn't imposter. This is not.
But so on mac and cheese days, I don't eat first because I'm like, I'm about to smash.
I'm going to make a whole extra box just for me.
I did. I put tuna in it. Oh my God.
Ooh, yum. Oh, that
so
sounds really good.
I'm getting a little protein. Oh my God.
I love that.
Nothing like a fat bowl of Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, that's yummy.
So
there you go. Okay.
I don't blame them for that.
Nope, that's all you, mama. It's
my own fault.
Yes. Just own it.
I do.
If that's what you do, it's own it, but don't blame it on your kids.
No, it's not their fault.
Ay. Okay. No perfectionism, which kind of goes back to that. Don't have that all or nothing mentality. Yep. Don't be like, I got to do this exactly.
I have to do it all the way, 100% perfectly.
I think we've talked about that before. Like there's nothing else in life where you're expected to be perfect day one and then every day since, like, or like every day afterwards. Like it's just not going to happen. Same thing. The all or none thinking. I ruined it. That was number 17.
Okay.
And then number 18 is no giving up when the going gets tough.
Yeah.
Which I also
keep going.
Yeah. Don't give up. Just keep moving that meter.
Yep.
So I don't know. Is this in the running for a challenge pick, or are we going to have to actually get like a physical one?
I mean, I don't know.
I like all these things.
I feel like this is a great, like, rules to live by.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to, like, measure this as a challenge.
So you're saying no.
Hard no.
Fine. I tried. I refuse to do another cardio challenge. So if we can come up with something.
We did talk about possibly a squat challenge. Game.
We could do a squat challenge.
I mean, we can do all kinds of challenges.
We can
challenge ourselves.
Have to do, yeah, for sure.
But I think
I'm actually down for a squat challenge.
As far as like an exercise.
I'm down for a squat challenge.
I kind of love squats, low key.
I love squats.
So
everyone should do squats.
100 squats a day for 30 days.
Sure. We could do that.
Okay. I mean, that's going to be a, like...
That's good.
Self-accountable...
Yeah.
Type thing. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be able to, like, meet up. I'm not going to meet up with you and do
I'm not meeting up with you to do air squats. Sorry. You're on your own for this going, kid.
I was saying the same thing.
We'll take pictures. Oh, done.
We could do a quick video. Speed it up.
A little video.
My 100 squats.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
All right. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm down for that one.
I love how we did this whole episode. You presented this challenge to me.
And you told me no.
And
we're like, let's do this instead.
I just don't see how it presents as an actual challenge.
Fine. It's rules to live by. I can be on board with that. So I love it for that.
30 days and be like, oh yeah, I didn't do any of those things.
I'm down. I mean, that was probably like the easy way out.
I
actually already do all of these things.
I think I'm going to print that out and just like put it on my mirror.
In the bathroom every morning and be like, here you go. So there you go. Tom Venuto, burn the fat, feed the muscle.
With a V?
Yeah, V-E-N-U-T. We'll link it in the show notes. Yeah, we'll link it in the show notes. But he's fabulous. His book is amazing. Highly recommend. So there we go. Okay. So it's a hard no for Caleigh, but yes to the squats challenge.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fine. I'm on board with that. And we'll just, we'll go from there.
Okay. And then follow us on Instagram if you want to keep up with our squats challenge.
Yeah, there we go. We'll share some of the videos. There we go. Alrighty.
All right.
Until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to head over to our Instagram at Nacho Fitness Coach and let us know how you feel about the topic. Do you love it or hate it?
Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And if you like our podcast, leave us a rating. See you next time.
You've been listening to Euphony Innovatives Sonified.